What's going on, everyone? Daniel here. It's time to review Stranger Things Season 1, Episode 3, titled Chapter 3, Holly Jolly. Spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it, give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thank you so much for joining me. And you know what? When I started Stranger Things, I honestly, someone recommended it to me. OVO Games recommended it to me. And I was like, I'll check it out. All right, let me try it out. And then I checked it out. And I knew it was supposed to be a horror and all that, and people were like, this is American Horror Story, take note. This is how you do horror and all that, because a hotel wasn't that scary and shit. So everyone was like, take note, American Horror Story, this is how you do it right. And it is a creepy show, man. It is that. It's a great nostalgia. I didn't grow up in the 80s. My mom was graduating in the 80s, so she does know how it is, and I got her into it. So I got people into Stranger Things too as well, and I really am great that OVO Games. Thank you for even telling me to watch this, because I wouldn't have been watching this, man. I would have just skipped it on Netflix, you know what I mean? So I've been enjoying this show a lot. I like the characters, I like the story, I like the dialogue and the cinematography and the way that it's all done. Either way, I'm blabbing on, man. Let's get right on to this whole episode. I'll give you the recap, then the pros and cons. Let's do it. Now, at the end of episode 2, Barbara got taken by the monster, but we see in the beginning that Barbara is still alive, and we see the monster. Now, I saw this episode about a week and a half ago. I'm sorry I'm doing the review late, but I saw it, and from what I saw, the monster, the effects weren't that amazing. I'm not gonna lie, the effect, it was like, I mean, the monster was okay. I didn't think they should have revealed it. I think they should have waited till they fully revealed the full-on look and scale of it. I'm being honest there. But she sees the monster. She tries to escape, and she ends up failing for that. Will's mom is talking to these light bulbs because she thinks Will is, he's in the light bulb, so let's talk to him. So she buys a bunch of Christmas lights, and Hopper's checking out on this government facility called Hawkins Labs. And he sees a security tape. He's like, okay, so this happened, that happened. They're searching, this is where the experiment got loose. And he's looking, and he's like, wait. There's no rain in there. It was raining that night. There was no rain there, so that's something to look into. Elle, which is 11, her name is Elle. Elle is messing around. She's looking at the TV and everything. Mike and them are at school. And she sees this commercial, this Coke commercial, all that good cocaine. So she's looking at the Coke commercial and everything, and she remembers when she was in the lab, and she crushed this Coke with her mind because she's freaking Magneto. So that happened there. Remember remember last episode when Will's brother was being a total fucking creep and taking the photos of the women and everything? I mean, who wouldn't? But that's going on, and this girl, he's in the red room or whatever, however you develop the photos, the girl ends up seeing him, and she snitches, and she gonna get them damn stitches. It ain't gonna be on her head. So she's looking and everything, and she ends up telling her friends, and they're waiting, and the jock and everything, so they grab his camera, and they destroy it, and he's like, my life's work, what did you do? And all that stuff there. So Nancy ends up seeing the photo of Barbara, and she's like, it's a little sticky of the photo, a little sticky, some white substance on there. But she's looking at everything, and she's like, when did you last see this? And all that, Barbara, or she gets a thing, Barbara, I haven't seen her, she's missing, and that's when, she finds out that she may be missing. So they do a missing report and everything of Barbara. The cops are investigating Hawkins Labs, and they find Will's body at this lake. His body's at the lake. Someone called David Tennant. It is freaking Grace Point up in here. Not Grace Point, it's Broadchurch. Get him over here, man, and he'll do a whole show about that, baby. So he's in the lake and everything. Mike is very angry at Elle, and he's just like, you know what, Elle? Leave me alone or whatever. You were wrong this whole time. And he's being a jerk, and he ends up taking off, and I'm thinking to myself, so the other friends, Dustin and Lucas, are they going to give Elle a ride? Because, that's not fair that she led him all this way, and, it's not her, it may be her fault for all I know. I haven't seen episode 4 and all that yet, so maybe. But, honestly, that was the episode right there, man. They find Will's body. It's crazy. I don't know how he ended up in that lake there. Guess we'll find out. But, Mike's super pissed at Elle. So anyway, let's get on to the pros and the cons. The way that Will's mom used those Christmas lights were actually super creative. The way that she put the alphabet there, and then the lights, and it's almost like he could spell out everything there. That was really cool and creative. I also, though, I don't enjoy it. I don't wish it on anyone, but interesting to see how her life is, as in her, she's going through stuff. Her son's missing. She thinks she's talking to him through a light bulb. She barely has money. She's she's a hard, her life's not easy. It's a very hard life. She has a bunch of stuff in the way, and it's a mess. She is a mess right now, and it's very interesting to see how she's playing with that character and seeing what she does. But even her talking to her Will through the light bulb, it is very interesting. And the son, Will's brother, is looking like she's crazy and everything, but she may have a point. I think she is actually talking to Will through the light bulb. I said last week the other episode, I said Winona Ryder, she's acts over the top, and she did act over the top a little bit in episode 2. I know she's trying to go, for a big role and a big thing, but I know how over the top looks. She went a little over the top. But for this episode, she did play very well. I mean, she didn't go too over the top. She definitely, you feel for her. She's going through a lot of stuff. But Winona Ryder definitely is a really good add-on to this show. It's always interesting to see Elle's reaction to stuff. Of course, she's looking at TV and she's seeing channels, and then she ends up seeing that Coke commercial, and then it brings her back to that time. And it's a scary thing of, again, how her dad is doing it and experimenting. Just pure evil doing that to his daughter. That's not right. She's screaming and yelling, "Dad, no, no, no." And the dad don't listen. It's a scary thing. And the flashbacks are done very well, and going back to that laboratory where she was held at. Honestly, it was a big shock when that was Will's body in the lake. I did not expect that whatsoever. I thought it would have been Barbara's or something, but Will, I guess he ended up dying right after. It dragged it to the lake. I don't know. Again, I gotta see episode 4 and all that, but it was so shocking seeing, and how sad it was, because your friends are looking on, and that's your friend's body, and the way that they all just looked at each other, and Mike instantly got angry and just had to bail. It's a big scene there. I tell you, this episode really likes to play with our emotions. Not only, with Will's body being found and a lot of stuff is going on, but Will's brother, when the girl found out that the photos and everything, the guy destroyed his camera. That's like, it's okay, it's creepy what he did, okay? I understand if they took his photos and all that, but destroying his camera and stuff, little over the top there. I mean, and the thing is, that guy is a jerk. The girls are always with the jerks in the 80s, man. Even today, I mean, doesn't she see? Is she too blind to see that guy is a total freaking jerk, only using her for sex? It's basically all it is. The thing is it was not emotional where I'm tearing up and crying, but still seeing that Will's brother is going through that hard time, and he's not, it's not a psychopath. He's not trying to. He was just taking photos because he thinks that girl's cute. Yeah, it's creepy, but still not enough where he needed to get his camera destroyed. Like I said earlier, I really didn't think that they needed to show the monster. They could have totally have just saved the monster. They didn't have to show that. That look at it. They should have saved it. I kind of thought that it gets kind of killed that suspense there of how the monster full-on looks of the look. As well, Barbara. They did not need to show Barbara being alive in a way that they could have kept that a mystery. And I'm assuming, if Will ended up dying, then that means Barbara's going to meet the same fate soon. I mean, what else could it do to Barbara wherever it's at? I don't know if it's in another dimension, whether it's in some hiding place. Honestly, that's the interesting thing about it. But they didn't have to show the monster, and they did not have to reveal that Barbara was alive. That opening there, it could have opened in another way. Overall, I'm giving Stranger Things Season 1, Episode 3, titled Chapter 3, Holly Jolly, a B+. I really enjoyed this episode. It wasn't great, but it wasn't anything wrong with bad. I mean, there were just a little problems with the monster and Barbara being shown, but honestly, it was just a really good episode. I really enjoyed it, from, again, the directing, the dialogue, just the cinematography, the characters itself, man. Now, honestly, the sheriff does take some time to get used to. The sheriff is I still got to get used to that sheriff, man. But the rest, a lot of emotional things going on. Elle having flashbacks. Poor Barbara's stuck in whatever dimension she's in. Will's brother ends up getting his camera taken and everything. Like, a lot of drama is going on in the 80s in this show, man. So much drama, man. We need some Duran Duran on the side, I think. But overall, I enjoyed it, man. What did you guys think? I'd like to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like button. Comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about the episode. Please tell me. I need to know the secrets of your thoughts. Share with your friends and hit that subscribe button for more. And watch all my other Stranger Things reviews. Link down below to the first 2 episodes of what I reviewed. I'd really appreciate if you check that out, as well as my fall 2016 TV show review schedule down below as well. Alright, that's it from me. The road to 500 has begun. Ooh, yeah, dig it. Thanks. Till next time, bye-bye.